She said, I thought my baby daddy was a street nigga. But they was patting him on the ass, telling him to go get Rellos, go get the leaves. College basketball, NBA, bowl season. I got the locks, I got the plays. Like, subscribe to my channel. If this is your first time here, subscribe to the channel, man. We swept the NBA last night, 3-0. 3-0 in the NBA last night. We went 4-1 in college basketball. Going for another sweep today. Get your locks in NBA bowl season. Bowl season start Friday, man. We already 1-0 in bowl season. Get your plays. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram. College basketball slate for tonight. Get you a bag tonight. We only need four winners. That's all we need. 4 winners. NBA bowl season and college basketball.
Like I said, hit me up on Twitter, Instagram for the plays. Must has Cash App or PayPal. $25 get you in the game. Get you a bag tonight. Not Saturday, tonight. Today's free play is Georgetown -10. Like I said, 3-0 sweep yesterday in the NBA. Four and 1 in college basketball. Four and 1 in college basketball yesterday. 3-0 sweep in the NBA. We had Toronto Raptors +9. Golden State on the money line. And we had the Phoenix Suns on the money line. Like I said, the free play for today is Georgetown -10. We got a full slate of games tonight, man, that can put some money into your pockets tonight. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. We ready to go. Our plays are already locked in. We just waiting on game time. Game time starts at 6 o'clock. Chattanooga versus Belmont is the first game up on the docket. We got a full slate in the NBA tonight. Full slate in the NBA tonight. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 games in the NBA tonight. Hit me up on Cash App at King Canelo. Hit me up on Cash App at King Canelo, man. I'll put you in the game. Put you in the game for the NBA, college basketball. If you want bowl season games, I got them ready to go too. Bowl season starts Saturday. Well, I'll take that back. Bowl games start Thursday. Because the 17th is Thursday. Nah, they start Friday. Tomorrow, Thursday, is 16th. Yeah, so they Friday. All right. Middle Tennessee State versus Toledo starts everything off. Followed by Northern Illinois versus Coastal Carolina. There's only 2 games. Okay, we got 2 games set Friday, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games for Saturday. No. Get in the game. Get in the game, man. I got big boy power moves in college bowl season. I got a money line parlay that, it can get you paid, man. You know what I'm saying? My money line parlay in bowl season will get you paid. Like I said, you only need 4 teams. 4 teams on the money line get you a nice cash out. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, man. Subscribe. Subscribe. I want you to win. I want you to cash out. Get this bowl season money in, man. They got some good matchups too. There's some good matchups in bowl season. And if you ain't on deck, man, you're going to miss out, man. You're going to miss out on this bowl season, man. If you ain't on deck, you're going to miss out, man. And it's a good payday, too. Good payday. Let's go back to college basketball. We got hella games tonight, man. Hella games tonight in college basketball, NBA. It's going down, man. It's going down in about 2.5 hours. New, subscribe to my channel. I try to give y'all locks every day. We 1-1 this week on free plays. We won Monday. We lost yesterday. We're gonna come back today and win today. I normally go on my free plays during the week. I normally go at least 4-1. Or I might go 3-2. But I try to make sure I get y'all winners, man. You know what I'm saying? If you check my record on free plays, I'm probably at like 70-75% on free plays. Like we said, we can't win them all. We can't win every game. Which I understand that. We can't win every game. But we do got a winning percentage on free plays. Last week we went 3-2. The week before that we went 4-1. The week before that I swept the board 5-0. So we do real good on the free plays, man. Like I said, we might drop one every now and then, but we always come back stronger the next day. See, that's the good thing about gambling, man. If you lose today, you always got tomorrow. You always have tomorrow when it comes to gambling. So don't ever get salty. If you lose today, man, you got tomorrow, man. You lose tomorrow, you got the next day. You always got another day. And if you find yourself into a losing streak, you need to come down on your parlays, man. You know what I'm saying? Come down on your wagers. Come down on your wagers until you hit something. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I do it. You know, I might go into a losing streak every now and then and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I just got to come down on my wager. Come down on my wager until I come up. Then I go back to my regular whatever I was wagering after I came up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to my channel, man. Excuse me. Mary Jane all in the way. Subscribe to my channel. I want to get you winners. Like tonight, Georgetown -10 is the free play for tonight. We got NBA too, and bowl season. We already 1-0 for bowl season. We had Navy, midshipmen, +7.5 to start off our bowl season parlay. Get you some bowl season cash, NBA cash, college basketball cash, or you can just do the VIP picks. You know, the VIP package. The VIP package where you get all sports for $40. You get NBA, college basketball, college football, NFL. I'll give you all that for $40. You would get 4 plays in all sports. So you would get 4 plays in college basketball, 4 plays in college football, 4 plays in the NFL, and 4 plays in the NBA, all for $40. Or if you want to just want to play NFL or just college basketball separate, it's $25 a sport. So whatever sport you want is just $25. If you want all of them, you should buy the VIP package for $40. And then I also have my weekly package where you would get 7 days of my plays for $100. So say if you bought a package from me today for the $100, and you would get 7 days of plays in the NBA, college basketball, NFL. You would get all those plays for 7 days. So you will have 7 days to next Wednesday of plays, which is a good deal. We only need 4 winners. That's it. Just 4. Out of all this whole slate of games, man, that's all we need is 4 to get it done. And I got the plays. I got the plays that's gonna get you some ducats. We got Georgetown tonight, -10. That's the free play for the night. I can't wait to see this Alabama-Cincinnati game. I can't wait to see that. Let's look up these stats here. We got Desmond Ridder, 30 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Jay Ford, 1,200 yards rushing, 19 touchdowns. And A. Pierce with 867 yards, 8 touchdowns. Bryce Young, we already know, Heisman Trophy winner, 43 touchdowns, 4 picks. B. Robinson Jr., 1,000 yards receiving, 14 touchdowns. And Jay Williams, 1,400 yards and 15 touchdowns. Points per game, man, they right there. Alabama at 42.5, Cincinnati at 39.2. My bad. 39.2. Points against per game. Cincinnati averages, they only give up 16. Alabama 20. That's good. This motherfucker, 16 points all season. Yards per game. Alabama 495, Cincinnati 428. Passing yards, Alabama 347, Cincinnati 248. Rushing yards, Cincinnati 179, Alabama 147. Third down efficiency, damn, Alabama at 53%. Cincinnati at 41%. Cincinnati had to go undefeated 2 years in a row to get here. Well, nah, they played Georgia last year in the fall. And you know what? This looked just like last year when Cincinnati was playing Georgia last year, man. Same shit. The spread was the same shit. 13.5, 14-point spread when they played Georgia. And you know what I'm saying? You saw what happened in that game and shit. Georgia almost lost that motherfucking game. It had to come down to a kick in the fourth quarter with like 5 seconds left in the game. You know, Georgia ended up winning the game, I think 10-7 or some shit like that. I think it was 10-7 or something. I think it was 10-7. The odds, Cincinnati is plus 375 on the money line, plus 13.5 on the spread. The over and under is 58.5. This is going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game, man. You buy my bowl package, you'll see who I took in that game. And the other game, too, is going to be good. Michigan and Georgia. Georgia versus Michigan. Odds, Georgia is minus 300. Spread 7.5. Michigan is plus 240. Over and under is at 44.5. Stetson Bennett, 2,300 yards, 24 touchdowns, 7 picks. Z White, 718 yards, 10 touchdowns. B Bowers, I guess that's the tight end. 791 yards, 11 touchdowns. And then from Michigan, Cade McNamara, 2,400 yards, 15 touchdowns, 4 picks. Haskins, 1,200 yards rushing, 20 touchdowns. Damn, 20 touches. C. Johnson, 609 yards, 3 touchdowns. Points per game, Georgia at 39, Michigan at 37. Points against, Georgia give up 9 points a game, Michigan 16. And yards per game, 451 for Michigan. 451 for Michigan, and then 442 for Georgia. Passing yards per game, Michigan 228, Georgia 247. Rushing yards 194 for Georgia, 223 for Michigan. And third down, Georgia at 44%, Michigan is at 45%. Man, it's going to be a good one too. How would Georgia react after getting smacked, dominated in the SEC championship game? How would they respond, And then vice versa with Michigan. How would they respond after winning the Big Ten championship? How would they respond? I'm just saying, the way I saw Alabama do Georgia, I don't know, man. I just don't understand how the hell Georgia could be dominant all season long. All season. You know what I'm saying? And then you get to the SEC championship game, and then you just laid the fuck down, man. They seem y'all just laid down, man. That's how I call it, how I see it. Georgia laid the fuck down. Y'all the number 1 team in the country all year long. And you get to Alabama, especially when Alabama was playing like hot garbage, almost lost to Auburn the game before the SEC championship game, and then I could see y'all losing, but the way y'all lost, the way that Georgia lost, I'm talking about the wide receivers was running past the DBs and the safeties. I'm like, man, they running past the DBs and the safeties and shit, like roasting. And then if the other dude that got injured, Minchie, if he wouldn't have got injured, man, Bryce Young would have had 500 yards passing. He would have had 500 yards passing on Georgia's defense. And, I ain't no Georgia fan or nothing like that, but I'll be looking sideways at Kirby Smart, man. Like, I'll be looking at him sideways like, dude, man, we done gave you everything that you asked for, man. You need recruits, we gave it to you. You need 5 stars, we gave it to you. You need defensive players, 5-star players, we gave it to you. You know what I'm saying? We gave you 5-star wide receivers, 5-star tight ends, 5-star offensive linemen. We gave you 5-star everything. And then you just keep losing to Alabama. See, they remind me of Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh just kept losing to Ohio State and shit every year. He was getting smacked. Ohio State was smacking Michigan. Every year they were smacking Michigan. For 8 straight years, Ohio State smacked Michigan for 8 straight years. And I'm shocked that Jim Harbaugh still kept his job after all those losses that he took to Ohio State. But that's what Kirby Smart remind me of right now, man. Like we give you all this work, and then you can't. It's a big difference how you lose. Like, remember 2 years ago, Georgia lost in the championship game, and Tua came off the bench and he threw that bomb in overtime for them to win. Okay, you can live with that. You went to overtime in the national championship game. But the way you got dominated, it's like Ohio State dominated. Michigan dominated Ohio State. Michigan made Ohio State look like some little boys up in Ann Arbor. Like, the way they ran on Ohio State was crazy. Let me see how many rushing yards did they get that game. But they made Ohio State look like little boys. Like, yeah, you get Haskins 5 touchdowns on you. 5. I don't even think that ever happened in the history of that game as a running back got 5 touchdowns. Michigan had 297 yards rushing on Ohio State. 297, that's crazy. 297 on Ohio State. Now, how many yards do they have on Iowa? Man, Iowa need a new offensive coordinator. They stuck in the past on their offense, for real. Like, they stuck in the past. They got 211 yards on Iowa. Like, they mauled Ohio State, man. Like, I ain't never seen Ohio State get run on like that before. But the last time I seen that was Oregon. Oregon did the same shit. That's how Oregon beat Ohio State. Oregon showed Michigan the blueprint. Like, look, if you got a big boy power running game, you know what I'm saying? Power running game can win you a national championship, can win you a Super Bowl, right? So it's going to be a good game, man. It's going to be a good game. I'm just looking at Kirby Smart sideways because I'm like, man, you got all the tools. And then I'm hearing that somebody had told me that Georgia had a 5-star quarterback on the bench and they wasn't playing. And I'm like, man, what the fuck Kirby Smart doing, man? Like, why you got a 5-star quarterback on the bench, but you got a walk-on starting? Stetson Bennett is a walk-on. A walk-on, man. A walk-on. And you got him out here starting. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stetson Bennett remind me of he remind me of Matthew Stafford. That's exactly what Stetson Bennett remind me of. He remind me of Matthew Stafford because the Rams think they think they can win the Super Bowl this year, and I don't see it happening, man. I don't see it happening. Don't put your money on the Rams. Just because they beat Arizona Thursday night don't mean shit. Matthew Stafford been in this league 10 plus years and he ain't never won shit. Nothing. So, until I see Matthew Stafford win some shit, I'm betting against it. Even if he is at home, I still ain't got no faith in Stafford. Like, I ain't got no faith in Stafford, man. You had Megatron for 10 years, you ain't get it done. You had a running game, you had a decent defense, all that shit. You got to the playoffs and you ain't even got a playoff win. Like if the Rams was gonna go the way they went all in on Matthew Stafford, they should have did that for Russell Wilson. Like, y'all was supposed to go all in for Russell Wilson. At least I didn't seen Russell Wilson come back in the NFC Championship game and win the game and go on to the Super Bowl and win that. I done seen him in multiple Super Bowl games. You ain't never seen Stratford in no Super Bowl game. No, not even nowhere close to it. He in the stands. Yeah, you see Stratford in the stands in the press box. You ain't gonna see Stratford on the field. Like, nah. Like, y'all went after the wrong dude. And then see what's gonna happen when LA lose in the playoffs, they gonna fire the coach. Everybody getting fired. Everybody getting fired. Starting with the coach. Because you were supposed to go after a winner. Russell Wilson is a winner. Y'all went after a loser, trying to turn him into a winner. Like, they went after a loser, trying to turn a loser into a winner. Now, it'd be different if Matthew Stafford was like, okay, he got to the NFC Championship game 3-4 times while he was in motherfucking Detroit and shit. He just couldn't get over the hump. Okay, I can understand that. I can understand why you taking that risk. But when you ain't never seen him get close to no NFC Championship game, you ain't never seen him win shit, none of that shit. Like, they went after the wrong guy, man. The wrong guy. And it's gonna cost the coach his job. He's gonna pay with that. His job. They're gonna fire him. Because they're gonna lose in the playoffs. They're gonna lose in the playoffs. Matter of fact, let's pull up the playoff bracket in the NFL. Let's see what everything looking like right now. You can always hit me up on Twitter, Instagram for plays. Cash App, PayPal. Subscribe to the channel. All right, look, we got New England at the top seed. New England, Tennessee, Kansas City, Baltimore. That's in the AFC. Wild card, Chargers, Indy, Buffalo. No faith in Buffalo. No faith in Buffalo. See, Indiana, one of them teams that you don't want to play in the playoffs. Like, they got run game and they play good defense. So that's always a recipe to win the game. It's just gonna come down to Carson Wentz. Like, if you're gonna turn the ball over today, man. Like, if you turn the ball over today, we're gonna lose. If you don't turn the ball over, then we got a shot at winning. All right, now in the NFC, Green Bay number 1, Tampa Bay number 2, Arizona number 3. Man, I don't know what the fuck Kyler Murray was doing Thursday night, man. Like, you march all the way down to the end zone on the first play of the game. Like, y'all come all the way down to the end zone and shit. You get to the 10-yard line. Yeah, Arizona was at the 10-yard line. He threw a pick, man. He threw a pick and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, he threw that shit in the double coverage. Like, when they showed the replay and shit, it was 2 motherfuckers right there. I'm like, man, like, I couldn't believe he tried to throw that shit in the double coverage. Like, there's 2 motherfuckers right there. Right there. You still threw that shit. So dude picked the shit off, you know what I'm saying? And then with the Rams, they went down and kicked the field goal or some shit. You know. Then he get the ball back again, and he was driving and shit, driving. He throw another pick. I'm like, oh man, that's when I knew Arizona was on low, because I had Arizona -2. I thought they was, you know what I'm saying, because they already had won the first meeting in LA. Like, they blew LA doors off. in the first meet. Let me see what that score was. I know it was up there. Oh yeah, 37-20. Kyler Murray threw for 268, 2 touchdowns, no picks. You know what I'm saying? Stratford, 280, 2 touchdowns and a pick. They lose by 17. So I'm thinking like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You back at home, you know. See, he ain't throw no picks in this game, and they won. And he came back, when he threw that fucking pick, I'm like, man. I knew as soon as he threw the first pick, I knew they was going to lose this game. I was like, man, Kyler Murray on some straight bullshit tonight, man. 383 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks. Unbelievable, man. Like, the way he was looking behind that offensive line, he looked it like he was a little kid behind the offensive line, for real, man. He looked it like he couldn't see over the motherfucking offensive line. They was too tall for him and all that shit. And he was like basically like jumping up in the air throwing the goddamn football and shit. And he throwing picks after pick after pick and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now they go to Detroit. Detroit was my little dark horse. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I play Detroit. See, these the games where he gonna throw, you know what I'm saying, multiple touchdowns in. All the money on Arizona. 96% of the money on Arizona. Now Detroit 525 on the money line. 525 on the money line. Damn. I want to see what they've been doing at home. I want to see what they've been doing at home. You know, they got their first win out the way, so you know what I'm saying. There ain't gonna be no over season. You gotta win. I just didn't know golf was this goddamn garbage. They went to Denver and got blown out. This one of the first games where they really got blown out. Jared Goff, look at his pathetic performance. 215, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Trash. Teddy Bridgewater, 179, 2 touchdowns. Teddy Bridgewater was conservative and they won the game and shit. You know, Melvin Gordon, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. They covered that spread easily, 38-10 and shit. Minnesota. They beat Minnesota. Yeah, they beat Kirk Cousins last game out at home. 29-27. Then no touchdowns, no picks. Damn, Hurts ain't had no touchdowns or picks. And they won 40-46. That's crazy. He ain't throw 1 touchdown. Baltimore 19-17. Rumble with San Francisco 41-33. Take Detroit plus these points. What's the spread? 15 of 13.5. Go ahead, buy it up to the extra point, get you 2 touchdowns. I would take Detroit with the 14 at home, man. You know, that could be a second place for you. So, you know, you got Georgetown tonight in college basketball -10. And then you take Detroit plus the 14. If I'm Georgia, I'll tell Kirby Smart, like, man, you lose to Nick Saban one more time, motherfucker, I'm going to fire your motherfucking ass. But I don't think they're going to do it, though. Like, I don't think they're going to do it. He could lose to Alabama for He already 0-4 against Alabama, so I think they probably give him two or three more games. Like if you lose to Alabama 3 more times, they fuck around and cut your head off. You can't go 0-7. You can't go 0-7 against our rival and shit. You just can't do it, right? You know what I'm saying? Hell no, right? You know what I'm saying? Hell no. Right? Fuck that. Not when we done gave you everything and your recruiting class is in the top 10 every year and shit. Like we know Nick Saban good, but goddamn it, how the fuck Texas A&M beat motherfucking Alabama? Nigga? How the fuck they do that shit and we can't do it? Texas A&M beat Alabama. And they ain't got nowhere close to the type of recruits that Georgia got. I just looked at the recruiting rankings, and Georgia like in the top 5. I'm like, man, Kirby Smart got all this firepower behind him. He can't beat Nick Saban. Like, man, it's supposed to be going back and forth. Like, you win 1 year, Nick Saban win the next year. You win 2 years, Nick Saban win 1 year. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be back and forth and shit. Nick Saban is dominating you, man. Dominating you. He remind me of when Urban Meyer was at Ohio State. He kept dominating motherfucking Jim Harbaugh and shit. Just dominating and shit. Every year, you just knew Urban Meyer was going to win the game. And he was going to win that game. In convincing fashion too. So if Texas A&M could beat Alabama, goddamn it, I know Georgia can do that shit too. Just bad coaching on Georgia's behalf. You had Justin Fields down there, and you still want to start Jake Fromm. Georgia got all these mediocre quarterbacks starting. Like, I wouldn't start nobody if I was Kirby, like, man, you gotta be a 5-star, 4-star quarterback to be on my team. Like, we ain't even accepting no walk-ons. We ain't doing that. We Georgia. We ain't accepting no goddamn walk-ons. And if we did accept a walk-on, you damn sure ain't gonna be starting. And you can't sit here and tell me, oh, well, we got a 5-star quarterback. He's a freshman. He's too young to start. I ain't trying to hear that shit. You just saw what Alabama just did. Alabama got a freshman quarterback. Ohio State got a freshman quarterback. But Georgia got a walk-on quarterback. And then, you know what was really killing me when I was watching the Alabama-Georgia game, and they kept trying to throw up Stetson Bennett stats next to Bryce Young stats, and he was shitting all over Stetson Bennett, man. Like, they kept showing the stats. Like, I think Stetson Bennett had like 168 yards passing. He had 2 touchdowns, and then Bryce Young had 280 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. He had all this in the first half. And then when it was getting out of control, they just stopped putting the stats up to each other. Like, oh, Stetson Bennett is holding his own. He ain't holding his own. Kept throwing picks. He mediocre, man. You ain't going to win with this motherfucker. And you keep throwing him out there and shit. And I keep hearing everybody say, oh, JT Daniels is this, JT Daniels is that. If JT Daniels was all that, then Kirby Smart need to be fired immediately. If he all that in a bag of chips, like everybody say he is, he need to be fired because he don't know what the fuck he doing when it comes to quarterbacks, man. Like, there's no way Alabama should even be in the goddamn college football playoff. If Georgia would have handled their business, the Alabama wouldn't even be in this shit. It would have been Notre Dame. It would have been Georgia, Michigan, Cincinnati and Notre Dame. That's what the four would have been if Georgia would have hold their own and got Nick Saban up out of here and shit. But no, you gave him life. Georgia gave Nick Saban life, and now he in the tournament, and anything can go in this tournament, man. Like, don't get it twisted. Don't think just because you see Cincinnati out there, like they just gonna come and lay down. Cincinnati ain't coming to lay down, bro. Like, Luke Fickell ain't coming to lay down. Like, he come out of that Ohio State bread. He bred it from Ohio State. You know, he was on Ohio State's staff when Cincinnati came and got him and took him to Cincinnati. And look at him now, man. Like, he done built Cincinnati Bearcats up to a nice. They respectable now. Like, you know what I'm saying? When he got there, they used to get smacked up and down in that conference every year. But he put some respect on Cincinnati Bearcats' name. Like, we ain't never seen Cincinnati Bearcats in a chance to win for the national championship. Not in football. So you got to put some major respect on Luke Fickell's name. I know the odds makers ain't giving him no respect by that spread. It's kind of like it's like disrespectful for real, because you 12-0, you ain't got no losses, and you won your conference championship, and then the odds makers come out talking about Alabama is a 13, like they 13 points better than y'all on any given day. Alabama just 13 points better than y'all. Like, that's disrespectful and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That right there should just give Cincinnati fuel. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you see this? Like, that should be on the bulletin board for Luke Fickell. Like, I had a spread on the bulletin board, like 13 and a half. I had that on the bulletin board. Like, see that? That's what the odds makers think. They ain't giving us no respect. We give Nick Saban respect because, you know, he did some. Nick Saban is, you know what I'm saying, he gonna go down as one of the greatest coaches of all times, man. He keep winning these national championships, man. He gonna be the greatest, man. He might already be the greatest. Like, we watching greatness right now with Nick Saban. Like, he lose all that firepower from last year's team, and he right back in national championship form with a freshman quarterback. Just won the Heisman. You know, Alabama, that's their first time having a quarterback win the Heisman in school history. Like, Bryce Young, that's some history shit. Out of all them quarterbacks that came out of Alabama, ain't none of them win the Heisman, but Bryce Young did, though. All them quarterbacks that came through Alabama, they ain't none of them win no Heisman, but Bryce Young did, though. He won the Heisman off that Georgia game, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if the other wide receiver, Minchie, if he didn't get hurt, he would have threw for 500 yards. He would have threw for 500 yards if Minchie didn't get hurt. And that's going to be a good game, though. That's going to be a good game. That's NFL. You got to go, you always got to go back to college basketball, man. College basketball is live, man. It's live. If you ain't in the game, you need to hit me up so I can put you in the game. Just need Cash App or PayPal, and you get in the game. $25 a sport. Or you can get the VIP package where you get all sports for $40. Or if you want 7 days of plays, that's $100. It all depends on how you want to do it. You just want one sport, you can get that, $25. Get paid tonight. Get you a bag tonight. Get you a bag tonight, man. We cashing out tonight. Plays already in. If you fuck with me, I give you free plays. Ask my clients. I give out free plays. I'm talking about whole cards, not just one play. NBA tonight. We went 3-0 last night. Swept the board in the NBA last night. We went 4-1 in college basketball last night. 1 point away from cashing out. And I'm going to show you the game that I lost on. I lost by 1 point last night. This game right here. Auburn, Northern Arizona. No, North Alabama and Auburn. The spread was 20. Well, it was 28. My ticket was 27. I had Auburn minus 27. The motherfuckers only won by 26 points. They won by 26 points, 70-44. One point, man. It was 1 point away from making a 5-0 sweep last night. Then on another ticket I had this game right here. Southeast, I took Southeast Louisiana plus, I had 23. And they lose by 26. They lose by 3 motherfucking points on the spread and shit. Like, I missed out on 2 parlays. One for 1 point, and then the other one 3 points. This game right here. And I thought they was going to cover the spread too, because Louisville was only up 11 at the half. So I'm like, okay, 42-31 at the half. Okay, yeah, we right there in this. And I got 23 points. Like, hell yeah. And then we get to the second half, and this shit just go all the way south. Like, Louisville put up 44 points, and then they put up 29. If they'd have put up another 31 points in the second half, I would have covered. We would have covered on that game and shit, man. Just, I don't understand how the hell you go from losing by 11 to down by like At one point, they was down like 36 points and shit. I'm like, how the fuck y'all get down 36 points and shit? Like, you really got to be garbage at college basketball to be down 36 points. Like, you got to be like a Division II or Division III type school and shit to be losing by that much. Like, shit, no Division I school lose by no goddamn 30 nothing. Like, but Louisiana took me down on one ticket, and then I lost from Auburn by 1 point. 1 motherfucking point. But like I said, the good thing about gambling is we always got another day. We always got another day, fellas, man. Game start at 6. We're talking about like 2 hours from now. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, man. If you need plays or whatever you trying to do, you can hit me up. Hit me up through my DM. I'm trying to get it tonight, man. Georgetown -10 is the free play for Wednesday. Take Detroit in the NFL +14. It's only 4 more weeks left in the NFL, and we getting straight to the playoffs. 4 more weeks. All right, man. We're going to head up out of here, get ready for these games, crank off. Georgetown, Detroit. Make sure that's in your parlay. It's Saturday slate, college basketball. Game started at 12 o'clock. And they go all the way until 11. And Kentucky and Ohio State play Saturday. Real nice. Yeah, Stephen Curry becomes the all-time leader in threes in the NBA last night, which is unbelievable, man. You would think, like, out of all the people that came through the NBA, all those killers that came through the NBA, and Stephen Curry number one on the all-time three-point list. Wow. And he did it. It took Ray Allen they said it took Ray Allen like 1,300 games to break the record. It took him, they said it took Ray Allen 12 years to break the record, to break Dale Curry's record. So it took him 12 years to break his record. And then Curry he took down Ray Allen record in it took 9 years to break his record. Because he did it in 700 some games. They said like 798 games he broke Ray Allen record. I'm like, damn. Shit, when Curry retired, man, he gotta be like top 10 in scoring when he retired. Look to see where he at on the all-time scoring list. I don't care what nobody said. Wilt Chamberlain is the GOAT, man. Wilt Chamberlain is the GOAT because when you look at history and you look at the record books, Man, Wilt Chamberlain got records that ain't gonna never be, ever be broken again, man. And I don't want to hear that, oh, he was playing against, somebody was like, Wilt Chamberlain was playing against little guys and stuff, man. I don't care, man. It's the NBA. Like, he was out there against NBA players. Man, what the hell is going on? He was out there with NBA players, man. Like, let me see somebody go out there and break Wilt Chamberlain 100 points. 100 points in the season. All right, this the all-time scoring list. We already know Kareem Abdul, he king. Karl Malone, number 2. James, number 3. Cole, number 4. Jordan, number 5. Ray Allen at 25. Kevin Garnett, 24. First page, you know. Chris Paul, the only person on here that I see that's acting on. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, 24th. He 24th in scoring. Durant definitely gonna be top 10 when he retired. Uncle Melo at number 9. Marcus Aldridge at 46. Okay, then. Antoine Jameson. All right, there go Curry right there at 60. So he got some work to do and shit, but yeah, Curry, man, he gon' Curry gonna be in the top. He gonna be in probably top 25. Definitely be in the top 25 when he retire. Cause he still gotta pass up yeah, he already passed up Scottie Pippen and shit. Damn, he already passed up Scottie Pippen. Next on the list is Gail Goodrich. He'll pass him up in about shit. He only like 16 points away and shit, so he'll pass him up. Probably next game he'll pass Gail Goodrich up. Then he'll be working on Eddie Johnson. He definitely gonna pass up D. Howard. Jamal Crawford, Terry Cummings, Tony Parker. He'll probably pass all these up. Well, D. Howard's still playing, but he ain't scoring that much though. He should pass D. Howard up by before the end of the year. He'll pass D. Howard up. D. Howard only like 300 some points away from passing D. Howard up. So yeah, he'll pass D. Howard up before the end of the year up. So he'll be in the top. Curry gonna be in the top 25, top 20 when he retires. I give Curry his props, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Curry did that's some animal shit. You know what I'm saying? That right there, all he got to do is, you know, have a winning record. They fuck around and get him MVP. Just by him breaking Ray Allen record, he might win MVP. And if Shaq was in shape, he could have been #1 all-time in scoring because he was an animal. He just came in fat or eating too good. Him and Cole could have won. Man, if Shaq would have stayed healthy, him and Cole could have won about. They could have won about 6 racks. Some shit that Jordan did. They could have won that. They already had won 3. So, you know what I'm saying? They could have won 3 more. If Shaq would have kept his weight now. You know, Zion on that shit now. Shit. Zion all out of shape and shit. Man, how the fuck you get all the way up to 330 and shit? I'm gonna tell you why. He don't respect the organization and shit. He don't respect them motherfuckers, man. Because if he did, he would never get that big, man. Zion down there eating gumbo, steak, filet mignons, ribs. Motherfucker eating everything. And then, out of all commercials, you want to go on Mountain Dew commercial? Mountain Dew don't do nothing but make you fat, out of shape. That's all Mountain Dew does. Fat and out of shape. That's exactly what he is right now. Fat and out of shape. Eating too many motherfucking tacos and shit. And fajitas and shit. And then come to find out Jalen Rose getting divorced from Molly on ESPN. I keep telling people, man. There ain't no use of you getting married, man. What's the use of you getting married for, man? These days, you females just marrying you for taxes at the end of the year. Jalen Rose wasn't married. He wasn't married. I think they just got married or some shit like that. A year ago or something. Like, you already filing for divorce and shit, man. That shit crazy. Shit crazy, man. I don't think Kyrie Irving coming back this year. Too many mandates, too much shit he got to go through. I don't see it happen. Not unless he go get the shot. I don't know what's up with James Harden, man. James Harden don't look like MVP James Harden, man. James Harden look mediocre. He got COVID too. He just caught COVID. That shit getting out of control. That shit getting out of control. Every time I turn around hearing about that bullshit. Gotta stay safe, man. Couple more hours before we crack off, before it start off. I be wanting that shit to start off, man. It's coming down to Kevin Durant and Curry for MVP. Yeah. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. New to the channel, subscribe. get this money tonight, man. Twitter, Instagram. Hit me up, DM. I hope y'all win tonight. Let's get paid.